Hello children, welcome back. This is an interesting activity which is there in your textbook. Take two small toys car and label them A and B. Place a bar magnet on the top of each car along its length and fix them with the rubber bands. Okay, A and B. Okay, two small toy cars were there, and what you have to do is in the A case of A you can see now place two cars close such that the front side of car A faces the front side of car B. Okay, what do you observe? Do the cars remains at their place? Do the cars run away from each other? Do they move towards each other and do they collide? Okay, children, by looking at the car, by looking at the figure A and B, what do you understand? Yes, in this case, what happens? The car will come close. Why? Here the direction is south and north. We know that the car will move towards each other because of the opposite poles of the magnet get attract. And car B placed behind car A like this. Okay, and in the case of A you can see south and north pole, and in the case of the car B which is behind A will be having the north and south direction. The magnet has kept like this. Okay, so car B is placed behind car A. So here car will move away from each other. They do not come close because north and north direction, north and north poles will be repels, right? And car A placed behind car B. Again, now the car A placed behind car B like this. So the north and south direction of car B and the car A will move away from each other because the south and south direction, we know that it is also same direction, same poles. The south and south pole will be repels so that the cars will move away from each other. Okay, I hope you understand the activity. The same activity is there in your textbook. Okay. From there, we can conclude that opposite or unlike poles attract each other, and the similar pole or like poles like north and north or like south and south, what happens? Yes, they will be repels each other. So same side repels and opposite side or unlike poles gets attracts. Okay. So in order to find out the direction, in the previous class we have learned a freely suspended bar magnet always comes to rest in north-south direction, or when you stand opposite to the direction of sun, you can easily find out that your left hand will be north and the right hand will be south. It is said that the olden days travelers used to find direction by suspending natural magnets with a thread, not the point, which they always carried with them. Why? Because that magnet will always show north and south direction. Okay, that is why in the olden days the travelers used to find direction by suspending natural magnets with a thread. Since magnet was used to find direction, it was named a leading stone, which later was named a lodestone. Okay, since the magnetite was used to find direction, it was named a leading stone, and after all it was known a lodestone because they used to carry. Later on, a device was developed based on this property of magnets. It is known as compass. Okay, a compass is usually a small box with a glass cover on it. This is the compass. Okay, this is a magnetic needle. Okay, it is pivoted inside the box which can rotate freely. The compass also has a dial with the direction marked on it. It's like a dial watch. Okay, and all the directions were marked. Okay, the compass is kept at the place where we wish to know the directions. If you want to go for a particular direction, you can see the magnetic needle that will always point it towards north and south direction. Okay, so its needle indicates the north and south direction when it comes to rest. That is why everywhere, wherever we want to go, we can carry a compass. Easily we can track the direction. Our next task is making your own magnets. Okay, here you can see the activity. Take a rectangular piece of iron and place it on the table. So after that, take a bar magnet. Look at here, take a bar magnet. And what you have to do? Yes, after that, place one of its poles, so north or south, near one edge of the bar of iron. So without lifting the bar magnet, move it along the length of the iron bar till you reach the other end. Okay, do like this. Now lift the magnet and brings the same poles you started with to the same point of the iron bar from which you began. From wherever you began, you reach the same point. Move the magnet again along the iron bar in the same direction as you did before. So when you rub like this, repeat this process about 30 to 40 times. 30 to 40 times without lifting the magnet. You do the same process continuously. So bring a pin or some iron fillings near the iron bar to check whether it becomes a magnet. You can also use an iron nail or a needle or a blade and to convert them into a magnet. So you can make a magnet by rubbing a other magnet or bar magnet or something else with a piece of iron. So that time you will get a new magnet. Okay, that will be that iron piece or that iron bar will be acting as a magnet when you do this activity. Okay. Now another interesting factor, compass in a cup. So magnetize an iron needle using bar magnet, like same way what we did in the earlier activity. Now insert the magnetized needle through a small piece of cork or foam. Okay, let the cork float in water in a bowl or a tub. Make sure that the needle does not touch the water. Your compass is now ready to work. So you have to rotate the cork with the needle fixed in it in different directions. Note the direction in which the needle points when the cork stops. Okay, you can see the direction of the needle and you can see that will point towards north and south direction. So in a cup you can make a compass. You will notice that the needle always points in the same direction when the cork stops rotating. That is the north-south direction. Okay, this is the north-south direction of the needle compass. Okay, so this is so the compass in a cup. This is an interesting activity you can do from home. Okay. Next, applications of magnets. Since we have lot of applications. Okay, now let's study the first application. For centuries, the magnetic compass has been used by travelers for navigation. Okay, that day only they were used compass to identify the location or where they wants to move. Okay, and separating iron particles from waste, that is called magnetic separation. So if any iron particles are there from waste, you can use this magnetic separation. Okay, since the magnet can be easily attracted by the iron particle, or if iron waste are there been present over there, that can be easily separated. That is very interesting application of a magnet. So at the tip you can see it is magnet. So that iron particles can be easily attracted towards that end of the. Okay. Now the doors of refrigerators, pencil boxes, purses have magnet inside them so that they can close automatically. The pouch, the box, the refrigerator's door, okay, at the side of the door you can see. Did you ever see that? Yes, when you open the fridge, you can see that the fridge will be automatically closed because of the magnet which are present. Okay, and the lady's bag. Okay, and the refrigerator, stickers, toys, pin holders. Okay, everywhere you can see the presence of magnet. Okay, that magnet helps to close the door automatically, and in toys also, and in pin holders. The pin holders, it is magnetic. Okay, that will be fixed automatically. Okay, these all are the applications of magnet. Now a few cautions while using magnets. When we use magnet, you have to listen some important factor. Magnet lose their magnetic properties if they are heated or hammered or dropped from some height. Okay, if you heat it up or if you hammered or if it fall on from your hand means it will lose their magnetic properties. So you have to keep the magnet in a proper condition, or you should be very careful while you are using magnet. Also, magnet lose their magnetic property if they are not stored properly. Okay, magnets become weaker gradually if their poles are left naked and free. Okay, note the point. If the poles are left naked and free, what happens? The magnet becomes weaker, the attracting power becomes less. To keep them safe, bar magnets should be kept in pairs with their unlike poles on the same side. Okay, they must be separated by a piece of wood, while two pieces of soft iron should be placed across their ends. Okay, like this way you have to keep the magnet, or else it will be slowly the attracting power becomes less. Okay, for horseshoe magnet, one should keep a piece of iron across the poles. Okay, can you see in figure 13.6? The horseshoe magnet should be kept like this. Okay, one should keep a piece of iron across the poles, and a bar magnet you can see insulator. In between you can see a wooden piece. When you keep, what happens? The attracting power is never reduces. It will be protected like this. Okay, such a way you can protect bar magnets, horseshoe magnets, etc. Okay. And the last point, keep magnets away from cassettes, mobiles, televisions, music systems, CD, computer. Okay, that also you have to be careful while handling with magnet. Okay.